Most people tour homes in the middle of the day, but if you're considering buying a property in Mérida Centro, the magic hour you need to know about is not noon, it's twilight and taking in the amazing Mérida Centro sunsets. Today we'll show you how Casa Lourdes transforms as the evening lights come on, why this quiet residential neighborhood has become one of the most sought out pockets of Mérida Centro, and we'll share with you one new surprise that offers the new owner of this home room to grow and capitalize on their investment in Merida.
Hey guys, it's Megan and Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors powered by XP guys. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get more and more content about how life in Mérida is. One of the biggest reasons buyers fall in love with this home is the lifestyle that you can live in here.
This is the quintessential Mérida Centro property that capitalizes on a quiet, traditional residential neighborhood where the return on your investment still has plenty of room to grow. You can be in walking distance to Parque La Plancha. For those unfamiliar, that's Mérida's Central Park. We have a couple cute cafes, bakeries, local restaurants just around the corner and in the neighborhood. And the people here are so friendly. And in the evenings, one of the most important traditions in Yucatán is, am I going to say this right? Tomar al fresco. Is that right?
Tomar el fresco, taking the fresh.
However, the traditional way is doing it on your front stoop. And as we pulled up to the house, we noticed that some of the neighbors are already out enjoying that fresh evening air and ready to take in the sunset.
Why does Twilight change everything? Colonial homes have a personality of their own. During the day, you can appreciate the high ceilings, the walls, etc. But in the evening, these colonial homes transform themselves into very cozy scenarios.
There's often great design consideration for landscape lighting, uplighting for certain colonial details of the house, and it really gives a lot of atmosphere to traditional colonial properties.
Okay guys, so yeah, like Megan was saying, the light fixtures brings something different to these homes. They highlight its textures. Gardens become very intimate and every single space feel like for enjoying with family and friends.
Yes, this courtyard that we're enjoying right now is a perfect example. If we weren't on the clock, I wish to have a nice glass of Pinot Grigio or a margarita in hand, be sitting inside this pool rather on the ledge, maybe grilling up some carne asada on the grill, by the way that's included in this house, and just enjoying this beautiful little oasis that we've built. And behind the master bedroom, we'll get there, is another outdoor area lush with Naranja agria tree, so you can have your own marinades for your cochinita pibil right here in your backyard. So let's not further ado, let's take a spin through Casa Lourdes, and don't hesitate to scan the QR code, guys. Reach out if this property or any of the other properties on our channel are catching your eye and you're interested in having a deeper conversation. Welcome back to Casa Lourdes. Come on in. Okay, so we enter into what is the colonial original part of this house. As you can tell, we have the very high ceilings, and the owners have made a really clever decision here to use this as their office space, but had a custom-made Murphy bed so that when they have guests, this room doubles as a secondary bedroom, and it's not just designated as such, they can use it throughout their day-to-day life and do their work here. They've also done custom Zalam cabinetry throughout this entire house, which is highlighted here. We have our laundry area just here, as well as ample storage space. It goes all the way up, that is the clever move in Merida when you have high ceilings, because that's where all your suitcases, your Christmas decorations go. And they have all new appliances here. This house is sold fully furnished, fully turnkey and ready to go. And they spared no expense in all the modern upgrades to this house. So we're talking about full solar panel installation, full water softener, all of those extras that a Canadian or American owner is accustomed to. They've already done all that hard work for you, and there's some really beautiful design decisions that have been made throughout the property as well, so let's keep going. This is a beautiful example of the original colonial archways being respected and maintained, which we love to see. And as we move into the living area, you can see there's plenty of room for socializing and entertaining here. And you have the beautiful mamposteria wall here exposed, which is a very traditional and lovely design element of the Yucatán region. Again, we love to see those original construction choices highlighted in a modern take on a space. So we have AC units throughout the property. It's very cool in here because you might have seen the thickness of the walls, the thickness of the roof. It keeps things very cool, but with that solar, you don't have to worry about running all your fans, all your ACs as much as you want, and the price point on your CFE bill is still super low. So that's something that's excellent value for a new buyer, because this property really is turnkey in the sense that all those modern upgrades and amenities are already in place for you.
Do you know what, also we have to mention that the original pasta tiles, perfect combination of different styles here. Look at these beautiful colors, guys. This is not common to find this kind of stuff, and these guys, they made a great job for maintaining these, you know.
Restoring them, honestly, because you don't always get that lucky with the color combinations in a property either. And Casa Lourdes was very lucky in the sense that the two patterns that the house had originally are cohesive and offer this nice, fresh, muted but still colorful and joyous tone. So we move back here into the kitchen area. Now this is a very unique kitchen in the sense that it has a Zalam wood countertop. You do not see this every day, but it makes a lot of sense because Zalam is the local hardwood that is the most durable and resistant to insects and to humidity. So this is a really beautiful design choice. As you can see, it's a kind of a galley style kitchen, and if somebody wanted to, they could easily add a kitchen island with seating to it, but in this case they opted for the full Zalam wood dining set so they can have guests over and have a full dinner party here. And they live a rather minimalist lifestyle, so in this case they don't have the built-in oven and stove. They use a 2-burner cooktop for induction cooking, and when it's not in use they just put it underneath the countertops and they have even more space for that minimalist, chic Merida living look.
I just love these light fixtures. And Colonial Homes looks so different at Twilight.
Very sophisticated ambient lighting in all of these rooms, but yeah, Noe's right. The place transforms after dark and it has a really nice warm feel in this property. So off of the kitchen, you have a full bathroom. There are 2 full bathrooms in this house, and you can also exit this bathroom directly to the pool area. So if you're enjoying the pool and have to use the washroom, you don't have to come directly through the house. You can go directly into the washroom.
So which path should we choose, guys?
I want to go this way because you have a beautiful view of the pool area and your private oasis in the central courtyard of the house with all its beautiful lush tropical plants. So this is the central courtyard of this house. This is where you can use your beautiful egg grill, enjoy a dip, enjoy a cocktail in the pool, take your morning coffee here. This is the central lifestyle, just enjoying that indoor-outdoor living and maximizing, you know, a shotgun style lot. A designer has to be fairly considerate about all the spaces and the way that they get used, and I love the way that they designed this pool. It's using the space very intelligently, and towards the end of the video we're going to talk about a way you might be able to transform this property if you were looking to add a secondary primary bedroom to this property. So stay tuned for that. It's the perfect size for relaxing, enjoying a few drinks, reading your book, even having your morning dip with a cup of whatever you want, tea, coffee. And also for entertaining a couple of friends. I think it's perfect for, 4 people to have a little pool party. And we always love the bistro lighting and the landscape lighting that's been included here. Okay, so here we are in the primary suite. You have a beautiful vista out to the courtyard from here in this picture window. It only gets better at night also. It looks very charming. So this primary suite is, for lack of a better word, enormous. There's so much room in here. That if somebody potentially wanted to build an additional office area, that would easily be done here. But for now, it's just a very spacious, well-considered, well-laid out primary suite. We have the custom carpentry continued throughout. Again, this home is sold fully furnished, and this is all the high-end Zalam wood custom-made furnishings for this house. So everything is really lovely and well-considered. You have your ensuite bathroom here, complete with lovely stone details. And you know what? Even it looks nicer at night. And then this is the pièce de résistance. Behind the master suite, we have a secondary, even larger garden area for people to enjoy. So this is also where the water softener hides. And the owners have put up a few Mayan sombras to give shade if you want to be enjoying daytime out here. But right now, you're catching a beautiful breeze from the north side. You have your fresh tequileria limes here protruding from the neighbor's yard. That's always an added bonus of a good neighbor. And there's so much space here to hang up some hammocks and really make the most of these beautiful hours where the temperature comes down, you're catching a great breeze, and the place is looking beautiful with all its landscape lighting details. This is the Naranja agria, the sour orange tree that we spoke about. You have another lovely Kirpes palm. So lots of shade back here and still a lot of room for somebody to potentially build out whatever they can envision in this space. There's plenty of room for gardening, like I said, hammocks and another relaxing area. Or if you potentially wanted to look at doing additional construction, that could be an option as well. But we'll talk more about that at the pool.
Wow, guys, this was such a beautiful house, right?
It's perfect for a few different types of clients and people that often look to make an investment or relocate here to Merida. Let's talk about who this is a house that's well suited for.
The first buyer I can see for this place is a single person, single woman, single man with maybe a pet, and enjoy this beautiful house for yourself, and sometimes have guests to come over and just have a great time here.
Yes, that's absolutely an option, and actually a number of the people who have inquired about the house to date have been single people who are looking to split their time between other parts of North America and Merida, and this is a perfect turnkey lock and leave property, and don't limit yourself to one pet. There's plenty of space for more than one animal.
Yeah.
Another sector that would be potentially very interested in this property would be a couple with similar ideas in mind. This is more than enough space. Actually, the current owners are a Canadian couple, and they live a super fun, active lifestyle here in Merida. They split their time between downtown and the beach, and this house is perfect for them. Low maintenance, a lot of consideration into all of the details of the design here for a perfect, easy, again, lock and leave lifestyle, so they can bounce around and live their travel-heavy life without having to worry about the property.
The other one I can think about is snowbirds. Like, if you don't want to be up there during the winter in Canada or in the US, to have the perfect home here for spending winter and just enjoy the beauty of this house and the area during that time.
Yeah, and everything that Centro has to offer. You know, Centro is not the right neighborhood for everyone, but if you're into, nighttime activities, cultural importance of the Yucatán area, if you're into being active and going out on a regular basis and socializing, or even if you just want a nice, quiet residential neighborhood where you can enjoy your own outdoor spaces, this house could be the right one. Now here's where this video is going to deviate from the last time we shared Casa Lourdes with you. And this is because the owners have recently done a structural survey and an analysis on how someone might go about adding a secondary, fully committed bedroom to this property. Well, it's very simple. And check out this visualization, this rendering of how you could do that right here in this space. You can easily add a second bedroom that would be the same size, which is ample, of a primary suite right above the existing primary. This is a very affordable construction option. For those that aren't familiar, concrete construction here in Merida is very affordable, and the foundations of this building have been built to support a second story. So this is estimated at somewhere between 500,000 or 600,000 pesos. That can obviously vary based on the finishings that you decide to use. If you want to go crazy with your marbles and your different types of stones, obviously that price could go upwards, but this can be done in a very chic and stylish way at a very accessible price point, much less than what you would pay in Canada or the United States for construction, that's for sure. So a lot of people are looking for 2 committed full-time bedrooms, and while this property does have the option of using the front room as a guest room or a secondary bedroom if you wanted to door it in, this is another very simple, affordable option, and that would increase your return on investment for sure over the course of the years that you will own this house. It's also an interesting prospect for somebody that wanted to use this house as a rental when they weren't using it, or if that's what they're interested in, an investment property. This is a very easy way to increase your sleeping capacity, and as we know, beds are money in that rental market.
Okay, guys, this is Megan and Noe, Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors, powered by XP.
Just remember, guys, we are fully dedicated to helping foreign buyers or Mexican buyers who aren't located here in Merida navigate the Yucatán real estate market as simply and painlessly as possible. And we are fully bilingual, right, Noe?
Yeah, yeah. Tenemos servicios en español, amigos, así que contáctenos. Okay, guys, so please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys, and stay tuned for more properties that we'll be showing you. We'll keep showing you next week.
Okay, guys, until next time, hasta luego.
Hasta luego, guys. Bye.
Let's go get a margarita.